Hello and welcome to the Economy This Week series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about all important economic events which had happened in the last week, and this session is important for your GS-3 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the credibility of the �SEBI, because �SEBI was in discussion since last week. Then we are going to discuss about the blue collar jobs. After that, we are going to discuss high risk taxpayer. Then we are going to discuss about the skill gap in workforce, and there we'll have a discussion on Tamil Nadu. And then we are going to discuss about the Google monopolistic judgment. So these are the 5 topics which we are going to cover up in today's session. So coming to the first topic, �SEBI's credibility. So this particular thing has been taken from the Indian Express. Why is �SEBI credibility under a cloud? So as you already know that �SEBI was into the discussion, and there was recently a Hindenburg research report, and in that report they had claimed that �SEBI chairperson and her husband has been involved into the offshore funding, and those funds has been used for the money siphoning. We don't know what is the reality, but this has been claimed, and after this the �SEBI chairperson Madhavi Puri Butch and her husband has given the clarification, and �SEBI has also clarified, and it said that whatever the allegations they have, they were false. They were involved in the funding, but they were before the chairpersonship of the �SEBI. It means that whatever they have been involved, they were not directly involved, and it's by her friend, and their involvement is not directly, and that has not impacted the India's functioning and Indian stock market. So this has been clarification given by the �SEBI, but after this clarification still there is a lot of question on �SEBI's credibility, and till now finance minister has not given any opinion on this, and there was no letter and any kind of clarification given by the finance minister, but �SEBI chairperson has given. But if we'll talk about the �SEBI's credibility, a lot of questions have been asked on the �SEBI's credibility, that her chairperson is herself involved, then how the stock market of India can be safe. And earlier when we had this Hindenburg research report, we can see that there was a great impact on Indian stock market, but this time we do not have much impact, but �SEBI credibility has been largely questioned. So this is about the �SEBI, that there was so many relevant disclosure which has been done by the �SEBI chairperson. Till now there is no investigation has been set up for this thing, so we cannot say that it is true or not, but that has raised the question on �SEBI's credibility. Then we are going to discuss about what about the other entities. It means that we had discussed about the �SEBI's chairperson stand. Then what about the Adani Group, who was also stakeholder into this thing? So Adani Group has said that whatever the funds they have involved and they have invested, they all are in transparent. They have been not used for the money siphoning. So they have been all transparent, and their data has been shared to the government. So this clarification they have said. So have fresh question arisen since last Sunday's set of clarification. So Hindenburg research report says that because chairperson was herself at a faulty position, so that's why she is giving so much of clarification, and they had made so much of allegations on her that her husband, her close friend was also involved into such kind of the things, and �SEBI's credibility has been compromised this time. But they said that after getting the chairpersonship of the �SEBI, only 2 funds has been transferred to her husband, and that were not used for any illegal means. So this clarification and this question has been gone out, but we have a significant question against the Supreme Court, that this time Supreme Court will interfere into this matter or not, because last time whatever happened, so it has been transferred and referred to the �SEBI, and Supreme Court has said that �SEBI is the authority to regulate the market stock exchanges. So the �SEBI is the ultimate authority to check all these kind of things, but this time �SEBI's name is there. So who is going to check? Whether it's CBI or Supreme Court will take the responsibility, we don't know till now, but this thing has clarified that SEBI's credibility had been questioned by the opposition leaders, and it's very difficult to have trust again because this is the market regulator. But till now we cannot say anything about this thing because the stock market is going into a very normal condition. So this is the thing. Now we'll come to the second one. Second one is about the blue collar jobs. So first of all, we need to know about that what is blue collar jobs. So blue collar jobs are often jobs which does not require higher degrees, and they are related to the manual labors, to different kind of the work. Suppose that if any person is coming to your home and they are putting up the ACs, if any person is helping you for any kind of the business setup, the off-site workers, you can say that. Suppose that if you are working in an office and there is a person to assist you and he or she gives you water or different kind of things, so these kind of things are known as the blue collar jobs. So they do not require high much of the degrees and specific skills, though they could have a specific skills, but blue collar job variety is so much of large. So there are the person who does not have much skills, so they are also known as the blue collar jobs or blue collar workers. So what is the news? So the news is that majority blue collar jobs pay less than rupees 20,000 per month report. So here we are going to discuss about a report. Work India, which is a blue collar recruitment platform, has released a report, and that report says that blue collar workers, around 50% of the blue collar workers gets less than 20,000 salary per month, and that enables them to struggle for the housing, renting, for their standard of living, also for basic thing, for their healthcare, for their education. So that hampers their growth, because in less than 20,000, how they can manage about themselves, about their family. And what this particular thing has been said, so according to this report, over 57.63% of the blue collar jobs fall within the salary range of 20,000 or less than per month. So we suppose that we have 100% job for the blue worker, and out of 100%, more than 50%, which is 57.63% workers are getting less than 20,000 salary, which raises a crucial question on their maintenance of housing, healthcare, education. So this is the news. Now we'll figure out the other data which has been revealed by this particular report. So this report had also revealed that about 29.3% of the blue collar jobs are in the moderate earning bracket. So we have seen that around 57% workers get less than 20,000 of their salary, and what we have seen that rupees 20 to 40,000. So how much workers are there? So around 29.3% workers. So almost 30% workers are into this bracket, 20,000 to 40,000 per month, and 57,000 to that thing. And that has also raises their question on the financial security, because this is also not a great salary to survive on. Then the income in this range may cover the necessities, but it leaves a little room for savings and investment. As I already told you that from earlier, less than 20,000, this is a good bracket, but here you can survive, here you can maintain your lifestyle, but how you will save and how will do any kind of investment, because this is not the NF bracket. Then what about the other findings we have? The other finding is that report further revealed that a very small segment of the workforce, which is 10.71%, gets salaries of 40,000 to 60,000. So only 10% of the blue collar workers get 40,000 to 60,000 per month. And if we'll discuss about the more than 60,000, so it is just 2.31%, and that too 2.31% has a specialized skills or experience among these workers. So that's why they are getting this much of the salary. So what all these data shows us? So all these data showed that blue worker or blue collar workers are so much in vulnerable condition, and they are vulnerable to their jobs, they are vulnerable to their lifestyles, they are vulnerable to many things. So it's high time that government should think about the status of blue collar workers, and they are often underpaid. So we have to think about their condition and how to improve their salary level and how to improve their standard of living. Now we'll come to the next one. Next one is about high risk taxpayers. And this is the news. Finance Ministry should identify high risk taxpayer in GST composition scheme, CAG. So according to Comptroller and Auditor General, it has asked from the Finance Ministry to identify high risk taxpayer in GST composition scheme on a periodical basis. And why it needed? Because it has been seen that a large amount of the high taxpayer did not pay, and they use different kind of methods to erode the tax evasion and to apply for tax evasion and different kind of things. So it's high time that government must think into this direction, and they had to think about the erosion of the tax evasion, and they had to take strict action against the high taxpayer individuals, because their turnover is so much, but they are not paying according to their business, according to their turnover. So this is the thing. And how we can get this kind of thing? So these high risk taxpayer were identified by the audit from the data contained in GST returns and GSTR and GSTR 7 and 4A, along with the third party such as the IT returns, Vahan database, etc. So these taxpayers should be put in the special category case, and the government must take strict action against them. And there is more to work on our rules and regulation related to this thing. Then CAG has also underlined that there are major risk area in respect of the CLS taxpayer and under declaration of the value of outward supply. So what CAG is saying, that they often hide their income, and in order to that they should not pay the taxes. So what will be the disadvantageous situation here? The disadvantageous situation is that they are using and utilizing the resources of your country, and they are doing business here, but they are not paying the taxes, and that will hamper the growth of an economy, because whatever we are seeing, that it is always the middle income people and lower income people who are paying the taxes, and they are on to the vulnerable side. But when it comes to the big investors and high taxpayers, they are not paying the tax. So in such situation, there will be so much impact on economy and GDP. So this is also one of the things, that returns and payments of tax under reverse charge and a periodical basis using a risk-based approach, high risk taxpayer in the CLS. So they have to confine, and the government had to put strict measures onto them, that how our regulations will be applied to these individuals. And sometimes we have also seen that they often ran to another countries. In that situation also, we have to see that the country has to suffer in behalf of them. So because of that also, the government and finance ministry must take action. Now we'll come to another one. Another one is about the skill gap in workforce. So skill gap in workforce is a major issue of this country. Here we have taken a case study of Tamil Nadu. Why we have taken a case study of Tamil Nadu? Because Tamil Nadu is a state which is a very literate state, educated state, and it has also a huge number of factories. Despite of having all these things, we can see the underemployment in Tamil Nadu. So this can be a model for us to know about the problems of our economy, especially the employment. So Tamil Nadu fares better than most states on employment metrics, and the state has the highest number of the graduates in India. And while there is no accurate data to measure India's employment scenario, periodic labor force survey conducted by the Union Ministry Statistics and Program Implementation offers some insights. So who says that? Who conducts periodic labor force survey? So it is conducted by the Union Ministry of Statistics and Program. So you must know this fact. So we do not have exact data about the employment scenario of this country, but we can evaluate on the basis of periodic labor force survey and what that survey shows that. So this survey span is July 2022 to June 2023. So it is of almost 1 year, and this measured the aspect of employment across the state and nationwide. And among the sample population, it also considered that a person spent relatively long time during 365 days. So it measures that out of 365 days, a person at least had worked for the 30 days. And also out of a week, the person at least has worked for the 1 or 2 hours. So this is about this periodic labor force survey. Now we'll come to the more women workers. So what is the case of Tamil Nadu? We have under the principal plus subsidiary status, the percentage of employed person or worker population ratio in Tamil Nadu was 44% compared to the national average, which is 41%. Female WBR is 31%, which is higher than the national average, which is 27%. Then in Tamil Nadu, 31.6% earn a regular wage, which is also greater than the national wage, which is what we have seen, that 20.9%. And unemployment rate was 4.4 compared with the 3.2% nationally. This is the problem, that unemployment rate was 4.4% and compared with the 3.2% nationally. So what we have seen, that we have a very good data in terms of women labor workforce, we have a very good data in terms of education, but when we see the employment or unemployment, so Tamil Nadu has a more unemployment compared to the national average. If we are seeing that work population ratio, so it is better than the national average. If you are seeing that another kind of the data, so regular, in terms of regular wage also Tamil Nadu has a better record, but when it comes to the unemployment, Tamil Nadu does not have a better record in terms of the national average. And unemployment rate among the uneducated, among the educated is the main concern. So here the factory has a huge number of workers. So where this data comes from? So the data shows that the educated people of Tamil Nadu, because Tamil Nadu has the highest number of the graduates, they having this kind of the problem and they are suffering the underemployment kind of the problem. So they have, what we have seen, that because they have education, but their what you can say, their employment is not according to their education. So this is also one of the thing. The unemployment rate among the graduates was 16.3% in the state, higher than the 13.4% at all India level. So in every data it is doing good, but in terms of employment, Tamil Nadu is back behind the national average. So this is also one of the thing. And the highest unemployment we can see at the age group of 15 to 29 years of age, which is 17.5% for Tamil Nadu, and for national average it is 10%. So there is a huge difference between the national average and Tamil Nadu. Now we'll come to the other data, which is about the more graduate numbers. So I have already told you that Tamil Nadu has a highest number of graduate members, and they did not get job according to their education. So they often find themselves into working as a gig worker, as a Swiggy delivery, as a Zomato delivery, or different kind of gig workers we have. So this is also one of the thing. And Tamil Nadu having the highest women workforce participation, which is a very good sign. But we have seen that there is a significant gap between men and women wage gap. So when we talk about the women, so it is rupees 12,969, and when we talk about the men, it is 17,476. So it is almost 5,000 gaps per month for a men and women. So this is also one of the thing. Then we'll come to the incentivized labor. So chairperson of the Confederation of Indian Industry, Srivatsa Ram, has opined that historically industrial promotion scheme incentivized based on the amount of capital and investment being deployed, but now this is shifting towards attracting labor intensive sectors like electronics, non-leather footwear. And so earlier we have to give focus to the capital and investment, but these shifts are focusing towards the electronics and non-leather footwear. And they had also said that because of the lack of training, they are simply graduated, but they do not have a specific skill. So because of the lack of training, we can see such figures in terms of unemployment and underemployment. And that's why Tamil Nadu has a huge number of underemployment. In every arena, it is doing good from the national average, but because of the lack of skills and other kind of things, there is a mismatch between the education and job opportunity. This data is showing us. And in this direction, Tamil Nadu government is working. They had tried to train their graduates. They had tried to open so many polytechnic sectors, ITI sectors, so that the graduates and individuals can get training from those sectors and they can get jobs according to their skills. So this is about the Tamil Nadu. Now we'll have about extremely high underemployment. So this is I already have described this thing that there is extremely high underemployment in Tamil Nadu and may not necessarily. So this is also one of the things which we have to notice, that of these 20 as of March 31, a whooping 54,25,114 people had registered across the state, district employment and career guidance centers through the employment. So there is a portal in Tamil Nadu. So there almost 54 lakh people had registered, but all these data shows that all these people are unemployed. So might be they are not unemployed. There are chances that there are certain significant amount of the people who are unemployed. That's why they had registered themselves. But there are also the people who are already employed anywhere, but they want job in a different sector. They want to switch. They want to change their job scenario. So that's why they had also registered. So we cannot say that all these 54 lakh people are unemployed or things like that, but there are high chances that there can be underemployment, and that's why they wanted to switch their job. So this is also one of the case. Now we'll come to the next one, which is about the Google monopolist judgment. So recently a federal judge in the United States held earlier this month that Google is a monopolist, and after this a lot of controversy happened, and it has said that companies like Apple and Microsoft has a lot of jurisdiction, and they had tried to decrease the competition in the market, and they behaved as a monopolist. In this sense also, they had said that Google is a monopolist because there is no other search engines. There are search engines which work as a search engines, but Google is the popular one, and people often Google and if you have to search anything, people say that Google it. They don't say it's search it. So it has replaced the term search. So Google has this kind of things, which has been slammed by the federal judge of the United States, and they say that they behaved as a monopolist, and they had discouraged the other people and other entities who wanted to run their operation into this sector. So this is also one of the thing. And the judge also said that it is a stronghold. They are a very strong companies, but it is a bad innovation because they are not letting other companies to flourish. So this is also the thing. Ripple effects in India. So what effects India have? Where the legislative ecosystem is slowly evolving to challenge the big technology companies in increasing the online world. So compared to other Western countries, we do have a, what you can say, cyber law, we do have a IT law, and we do, the government is improving to this direction. But compared to other countries, we do not have much stricter law because our laws are still evolving, and the technology came late when we compare to the Western countries. So our laws are still into the evolution process. In that scenario, it's very difficult for India that how to identify one monopolist, and it cannot slam because they're investing into the economy. So this is also one of the thing, and that can have an impact on India also. So this is the thing. We had discussed about that, how it will become a deep worry for digital advertising and any kind of things, because people will choose the monopolist and big companies. So Google has been even charged for the anti-competition thing and anti-competition behavior in US. But such kind of things are not happening in India because our litigation and our law process and our legal procedure are still evolving, and we do not have such crisp and refined law. So this is also one of the thing. Big takes a stronghold over the innovation economy. So as I have already told you that this is an innovation economy, and in technical field we can see a lot of innovation economy. We are promoting different kind of the startup thing. But if we'll have a such kind of things, it will hamper the startup thing, innovation economy, because they are behaving like a monopolist. They had discouraged other small players to come to the market. So there will be very less chances for a different kind of innovation, and there are chances that might be will lose some good innovative projects. So this is also the things that so many people have slammed this kind of the thing, and government officials believe that big tech companies have shown a history of engaging in anti-competitive practices. And last year Google was fined rupees 1,337 crore by the CCI for its anti-competitive conduct in the Android ecosystem. So this is also one of the thing that in India we are also looking this kind of the thing, but when we compare to the other countries, our CCI is working in a very positive direction, but we still have a far way to go, and we still have to find out that which company is monopolizing and which company is establishing, and it is not letting other companies. And if it will not let other companies to flourish, the consumers have very less space to find out other options. It will decrease competition in the market, and if market will behave monopolistic way, it will have definitely impact on economy. So this is also one of the thing. Now we'll come to the question round. What major legal proposal in India is being compared to the EU's Digital Markets Act, the Antitrust Amendment Act 2023, the Digital Competition Bill 2024, the Indian Technology and Innovation Act, the Consumer Protection and Digital Regulation Bill 2024. Coming to the next question. What survey is mentioned as providing insights into India's employment scenario? So which survey says that it indicates the India's employment scenario? So we have National Family Health Survey, Census of India, Periodic Labor Force Survey, National Sample Survey. So this is very easy one. You have to answer this into the comment section. Now we'll come to the another one. Which of the following is a primary function of the Securities and Exchange Board of India? Regulation of insurance companies, regulation of stock market and protection of investors, management of foreign exchange reserve, supervision of public sector bank. So you have to answer this into the comment section. Now we'll come to the next one. Which of the following best describe a blue collar job? A job involving professional or managerial work, a job related to administrative tasks, a job in the financial sector such as banking or investment, a job that typically involves manual labors. So you have to answer this into the comment section. So that's it for today's session. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to the session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.